So my idea is that I'm just gonna tackle some contracts that I have, and we'll see what happens. So since this is gonna be a spacecraft that's gonna be going to the moon, which is the orbit of the moon, and then returning back to Kerbin, the first thing I need to do is make sure I have a vessel that's actually able to return into the atmosphere without burning into bits. Call me silly, but I always have way too much redundancy. If I know I don't have to go out on EVA or anything like that, always make sure I have shit attached to my thing, making goddamn sure it ain't gonna fall out of the orbit and burn up, or worst case scenario, not have any parachutes after re-entry. Oh, hello. Well, that's a big thing. I need to haul this to the orbit of the moon. So that's gonna be my... Oh, dude, this is gonna be bad. That's gonna be my main engine for space travel. I'm sure that's a great platform for finite adjustments on the... Oh, dear. That's the one I'm looking for. Tiny things I need to test. I'll figure out a way for that thing to do something. So that thing needs to go to the moon orbit. That thing needs to be in Kerbal orbit. And... okay. And this needs to be in a suborbital trajectory over the moon. I think I can crush these three into one mission. I usually try to do it one thing at a time. I know it's kind of wasteful on the money side, but it does tend to get me better results. Okay, well, if that monster is something we need to fly all the way to the moon, we need to have a lot of fuel. I feel like this is going to be a terrible spacecraft. The thing is, if I have to have a lot of fuel, then accelerating it to the orbit of this planet is going to be a pain in the ass as well. Let's pretend that's enough of fuel to get me from Kerbin to moon to back to Kerbin. Okay. We gotta be able to turn this piece of crap, and I want to have those over the center of mass, so it turns quick like and all that. And then I also need to have reactionary control over the tilting of the craft. And I feel like 2.5 pieces of fuel tank away from the center of mass, that should give me some control of the craft in space. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be blasting away towards the moon with. Now, how do we get this monster into the orbit of Kerbal at an altitude of 140 to 150 clicks? I'm actually, I have to have one of these when I get to the moon as well. I'm gonna make a couple of probes just for the heck of it. Oh, this is gonna be awesome for landing shit. Let's see if I can stick it in. I guess no. Well, I can cover it with a nose cone, I guess. Except I don't have those pieces yet, I don't think. Crap. Somehow I just got the feeling that this is going to be one of those really, really expensive launches. Suddenly this probe is starting to look like a penis. Close enough. Oh yeah, batteries. Goddamn. No way, I got solar panels, right? Hell yeah. wonder, will we be going fast enough that I need a heat shield for it? Doubt it. Wonder how this looks. Oh, hello. Wonder if I could slap that thing full of... Oh, yeah. You could not tell me that's not cool. Wait. That could have been cool. So how many of these expensive ass probes do we want? 2? Okay, now how do we get this thing to Kerbal orbit? This is where things usually get completely mad. These are really good for that stuff though. 'Cause these things blast whatever was attached way the hell away from the craft. Ah, that could be an issue. I went with the bigger one or smaller ones because they have a better performance in atmosphere than the other ones. I feel like I'd orient these better. Eh, good enough. Yeah, good enough. These things might be able to get me out of atmosphere, but not into orbit. If I use that engine too much, I don't think I can get into orbit. Or, well, I might get into orbit, but then I can't get to moon anymore. Huh. Well, I guess there's no other options but to attach solid fuel boosters. This is gonna be ugly. Oh yeah, but I do have these things. This is gonna be the most expensive thing I've ever fired. Oh, with this stuff, I think I can go supersonic before I reach 10,000 meters. Okay. It's a solid 25 minutes of building. I'm sure it will fuck up somehow as we are about to leave, but that is fine. Let's check the staging. Top to bottom. After re-entry, we open parachutes. Yeah. Is that enough parachutes? Yeah, I'm sure it is. So we decouple from the craft before re-entry. Yeah, okay. That thing needs to go way down. Pooping out the probes. That would happen in moon orbit, and they could be separate. And those engines will not be turned on. They'll be remotely controlled after. Okay, so then we're in moon orbit going backwards. We need to enable these engines in Kerbal orbit to get to moon orbit. Or this engine. Before that, we've decoupled from the engines that have taken us to Kerbal orbit. And before that, we've enabled those engines. Before that, we've disengaged from the ones that carry us to out of the Kerbal atmosphere, which we need to do by labeling these. And that thing at the top needs to be unloaded in Kerbal orbit. So after, I think, these engines. That thing needs to be tested in moon orbit. Little thing in Kerbal orbit. And the radial decouplers, which I have on every single piece, in the moon orbit. Perfect. Nothing can go wrong with such meticulous planning. Jebediah is ready to go. Let's see if the moon's in a good spot. Well, I guess. Could be better, but whatever. I'm not gonna wait. Full power. Rotate this bitch facing east. Getting out of the thicker atmosphere now, so we can start blasting away at the horizon and going into an actual orbital trajectory of the planet. Let's see how many trajectories altering and kind of bringing down the highest point I control. I want it to maintain relatively flat, not gaining altitude, so I can make a round orbit. See, now it's gone already past 150. That's not good because my top is 150, and what the hell? Oh, I ran out of fuel on those things. Goodbye, those engines. And we gotta be careful with this engine because this thing is gonna burn a lot of fuel. You might see me rotating kind of towards the planet. I'm just trying to bring the highest point of my flight right now down to alter my orbit into a more efficient one, at least in the beginning here. Soon. It's just enough I'm in that altitude and in an orbital trajectory to test that first thing. So it doesn't hurt if the highest point is all the way up there. Okay, I'm in an orbit. Maybe I'll just add just a little bit to make it an actual one so I can maintain myself up in space. That should be enough. Okay, let's see. My altitude is 145. Perfect altitude for the test. Let us enable that thing. And there we go. Test TR2V stack decoupler orbiting Kerbal is done. The next thing we need to do is make a maneuver for the moon. This is a like a planned maneuver. I'm just making the computer calculate me a course. Huh. I think I'm gonna go with the least amount of needed work in the Kerbal orbit to get into the gravitating well of the moon, and then when I get to that point I'm gonna start making moves again to alter my course to get to the moon. So you can see on this little orb thing, the blue indicator is the direction of the planned maneuver. And then I got the timer here saying when I gotta make that burn. I've not tried this engine before, so this might be really quick burn with this huge engine. But usually when I've done a burn between 800 to 1,000 meters a second of change in my speed of travel, then that usually ends up being almost a 30-second burn. So I'm going to start at minus, let's say 20 seconds. And right now I'm just going to speed up the time to get closer to my planned burn. I see David McMaster, no gravity turn in space at 70K. What you mean? Just making last minute adjustments on my heading for the burn. Okay, about ready to go. Time to start burning some fuel. Okay, that's good enough. I'll be in the gravity pull gravitational pull of the moon when I'm over there. Gaga goo goo. Let's see if I can pull this off. About to encounter the moon. Okay, time to start making moves. So next objective is to get into an orbit of 410,000 meters around the moon. We'll add a maneuver over here. That will alter our oh crap, okay. Alter to the trajectory enough that we can get to an orbit of that sort. Close enough. I am wasting monopropellant right now. Let's pretend that's like a 10-second burn, maybe? Nah, fuck it, let's do it. Perfect. Okay, then we just gotta get into that altitude, so the periapsis of this should do just that. And I can from there actually initiate the last phase where I need to be on suborbital trajectory with the radial decoupler, but we'll get to that altitude first over there for the test of the engine. There's Kerbal, there's the moon. Let's go. Okay, we're in the correct altitude. Let's conduct the test. The test is done. We have 2 out of 3 of our objectives done. Let's pull a maneuver to get into a suborbital trajectory. So we'll bring the periapsis all the way into the planet. Okay, there we go. How much we got fuel? We got plenty of fuel. Got 4 minutes till the slowdown burn. The next phase is going to be tricky because I'm going to have to slow down enough that I'm coming down from the orbit onto the moon. Or the trajectory has to be that. Then while I'm in the right altitude, pull the test, and then get back into an orbital trajectory so I can get the hell out. Only after... Oh yeah, I can only launch... I could just launch one of the probes and maintain the reserve fuel on the other one just in case. Let's see. So 3 minutes to the burn, then I gotta monitor my altitude until I'm at 170 to 180. Okay, let's see. Okay, suborbital trajectory. I'm gonna get, no, that doesn't give me an altitude. So then I just gotta keep my eyes peeled for that altitude. And actually reorient myself already for the acceleration again, because we will need to get the hell out of Dodge. And then I just realized one of those probes, I'm going to be launching it at a suborbital trajectory, so I'm going to need to go to the space center and take over that probe and make sure that it does not actually hit the planet as well. So I got to be double quick on those things. Let's fast forward to 180,000 meters. Gotta be ready now. Speed's picking up. Fuck, I'm out of monopropellant. Shit, okay, I need to enable these. Always something to go wrong. Okay, we're in the correct altitude. Pooped out one of the probes. 3rd objective done. and then accelerate back into orbit. Fast enough. Okay. Perfect. This thing is now on an orbit, and I have something I need to go check, save from the tracking station. I know it's a mess. A lot of probes around the moon. Latest one is this one. Yes, he is on a suborbital trajectory, and you know what? I'm gonna land him. I'm gonna land him because he's got a perfect trajectory to land on the bright side of the moon. So let's see, let's disable the hibernation. Enable the model propellants. Perfect. These things could already be generating power, I guess. Okay, I've got the engines ready to go. We're going to start orienting for the landing. Ass in the wind, deploy here because there's no atmosphere up in this. Deploy the communication means. Oh yeah, I think I have one stuck on the nose of this thing, but it's buried in the nose cone now. Wonder if I could see the craft. Probably no, too far. So our landing's gonna happen. Oh, actually really close to an older probe I have on the ground. He's called with the Moon Intruder. A lot of craft can go down when we're landing on the moon. Okay, time to start looking at slowing down. This is a lot worse of an engine than I thought it was going to be. This might not be good. Definitely not good, but it looks like we might survive. speeds are going way fast, and we are hella low right now. Looks like we might end up in that crater or just past it. Parachute speeds now. I'll let her fall a little while. That's perfect. Didn't even have to use my landing lights. I hate it when it starts drifting. Fuck me. Okay, easy. Fuck it. Not quite the landing I was hoping for. But nothing broke, so that's good. Let's see if I can't use the RCS system to kick myself back up. Nope, not enough juice in the RCS. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to just take what we have. Let's see if this is close enough. I doubt it is, but... Oh well, it's landed. It's not broken. It's not pretty, but it works. Time to get Jebediah back to... Oh shit, wonder if this guy has enough fuel to get back into orbit. We might be able to save them with that craft. Or no, I don't think it has 2 seats. Crap. Oh yeah, this guy has nothing on them. Just RCS fuel. Okay, Valentina Kerman, you're gonna have to wait in the moon. maneuvers to get back to Kerbal. I can work with that. Oh yeah, I still have the other probe. Guess I'll... I got enough probes around the moon. I'll poop this guy out when I'm in the orbit of Kerbal. Crap and shit. Gonna need that RCS system for this one. That friggin' probe is my only RCS fuel I have, and it is also the reason why this thing starts to tilt as I'm going, so sorry probe. Have a nice day on the moon orbit. What's going on? Is that my trajectory right now? God damn it. Okay, it could be much better. It could very well be much better. Let's see where it puts me before I start freaking out. That guy has a terrible, terrible orbit. Oh, at least it's going back onto the planet, but I'm gonna have to adjust the orbit in a way that it doesn't burn into a crisp. As it's, yeah, this is not good. No, wait, hold on. Are we going up or down? We're definitely going towards the planet, right? Why can I not plan maneuvers? What's going on? Fuck it, we'll just have to guesswork it. Okay, good enough. This re-entry is gonna be extremely, extremely fast. I feel like this is a bit too early for the slowdown burn, but I'm already going almost Mach 10, so, well, not quite, but. If I make a slowdown burn at 100k, and maybe, just maybe, I don't fucking turn into a barbecue when I hit the atmosphere at 2,500 meters a second. I'm hoping I can bring it down to 2,500 meters a second. Okay, the speed is picking up so much, I'm going to start the slowdown burn right now and hope for the best. Okay, bye-bye, engine. You were a good engine. We gotta go home now. You enjoy your re-entry. We'll try to enjoy ours. It's gonna be 2,500 meters a second. Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Done told you, 2,500 meters a second making re-entry at 70k. It's gonna be really bad. Jebediah is all fucking excited and shit. I'm glad I brought the heat shield, but I'm not sure if it helps at these speeds. It did. It's okay. We made re-entry. The engine didn't make re-entry. I'm gonna jettison the heat shield to blow the chutes and hope for the best. Get away from here. God damn. Extra weight trying to kill me. I hope these two very large cargo parachutes are enough to stop this. I can't remember what stops this and what doesn't. That's gonna be an interesting task. Come on, parachutes, any day now. They really need to hit the thickest of the thick air to actually deploy. It's just cutting it very, very close. 1,000 meters and they're not deployed. There we go. Come on. Oh, perfect. Yeah, usually 5 meters a second is something these things can still take, and usually what they're landing at. These things are way overkill. Oh well. Safely on the planet's surface in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Or what is their Pacific Ocean, or Atlantic Ocean, or whatever this is. Hannibal Deutschmann. If you saying by sub means you've subscribed, then thank you and welcome. I hope you like what I'm doing. You have landed. It was a 200 and something thousand rocket, and we retrieved 0.5% of its cost. Less than 0.5% of its rocket's cost. I have no Elon Musk on my rockets. No experience gain. Okay. Went to the moon. No experience gain. I'm gonna see if I can't do that with the system that's already deployed at on the surface. Kind of think it's not close enough though. Now where did I put my temperature gauges? Huh. Not enough. What that is? Oh, it's that one. Okay. It's a kind of a even orbit, I guess. So I need to make a unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. Well, that's easy enough. I need to reach the designated synchronous orbit. So this is counterclockwise, so it's to the east. So that's easy. I should be able to do this. Thermometer on the satellite. Mysterious goo unit on the satellite. Tyrrell's Bay. And just a 10-second stability. Fuck it, I'll just dump it on the orbit and leave it there. Huh. If I'm gonna just leave it there, why even bother with re-entry? That's the service bay. What's the materials bay? Is there a difference? Huh. Let's see. Research and development. We need to know if what I was looking at is actually what I have, or they're both service bays. Put it in the stream if you know what they're referring to with the material bay. Is it the service bay? I'm just gonna assume it's the service bay. I know it's absolute cheating to fit them like this, but I don't care. I've been contracted to build a satellite, and a satellite I shall build. Thermometer, yes. Mystery goo, yes. Materials bay, yes. Stability for 10 seconds, nah. Antenna and can generate power. Yeah, these generate power, and then we just need an antenna. Should be good enough. Two of those just in case one craps out. Okay, so that stuff we need to get into orbit. That shouldn't be too hard, is it? Let's build something completely batshit crazy. We'll launch this thing into orbit supersonic. It's by far the most energy efficient thruster I have for atmospheric maneuvers. I think already this could probably do it. But just in case it can't, this guy does have his own engine. Surely nothing can go wrong with this kind of a construction. Surely. No wiggle or waggle. So far, so good. I do believe I said we're gonna go supersonic. And bam, we're supersonic. Fuel consumption goes down as we go higher, so we'll be able to get out of the thick air first easy, and then when we're out of the thick air I'll start another bigger burn. Around Duna. Wait, hold on. What am I thinking? Duna is the Mars. God damn it. There's no goddamn way I'm going to Mars with this thing. I am a fucking tool. Well, I mean, it's always good to realize this after the launch, with already half of the fuel expended. What a massive waste of time. Okay. Well, this thing could technically go to Duma still. I've actually never been to Duma, so this could actually be really, 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 really bad for that purpose, but I will try with these piece of crap radial decouplers. Aha. We'll probably pull like 150 Gs on the takeoff, kill the pilot, but we'll see. We'll see. All we gotta do is get out of the atmosphere and then start pulling maneuvers. Because I've never been to Mars, this is gonna be one of those things where I just have to build something, test it, realize where it can't do it, and then do it again. But I do have to start adding a lot more RCS thrusters to make this thing turn anywhere. The sheer amount of weight these thrusters have to turn is just batshit crazy. Surely this could get me there. Surely it will be this simple. I goddamn well know it won't. It never is this simple. If it is this simple, I will eat my How would I get to the Mars? I'd have to go into some sort of a crazy... I don't even know. We'll try. We'll try something. We've reached 40,000. Then we can start making some actual burns. And that's those engines done. Enable the second. Very carefully vacate the premise and blast. We got some goddamn speed to catch up to. I'm not sure if this fuel's gonna even take me to the moon, let alone fucking Mars. Beautiful. Okay, orbit. We have about 1/3 of the fuel left. How the hell am I gonna get to Mars with this? Fuck it, let's try. Okay, so that's the point where I have most potential energy. So I will use it to do something. How would I even get there? Oh, I could slingshot myself with... No, not a good idea to go near a star. If I just went into an orbit with the star, similar to Kerbin's orbit, and then started blasting away at Mars. If I just... That could kind of work, but it's going in the wrong direction. Thousand meters a second of delta V. With that amount of fuel, I don't think I got it down just quite yet. Fuck it, gotta try. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have a satellite in deep space orbit doing something, right? This fuel's not gonna get me any goddamn where. Okay. Maybe I can get this thing near the Mars? Or Duna, whatever. Hold on, that's not too bad, is it? What? The separation is going to be 100. Well, that's not too bad, but what's the speed difference? Oh, there we go. I got a fucking Duna encounter for a long ass while as well. With just an 800 meters a second delta V burn. I don't think I'll be able to pull that off with this engine, but I do have that little one on the satellite itself. The fuck? Oh, never mind. Zombie Snake Show. What do you mean? What does context mean? Like, what the definition of the word is, or? Wait, what the hell? No, what did I just do? No, what's going on? Why can't... What? Did we run out of electrical power? No? What's going on? Why did this happen? It's got plenty of fuel. Something wrong. God damn it. What the fuck? It was going so well. It was going so well. Damn it. So I could not control the engines for whatever reason. My guess is that oh, it must have been because the timer was still on, not on 1x, but more. Ah, damn it. Huh. It's going so well as well. Well, now that we know this thing will take me to orbit and it does not have enough fuel to actually supply my whole mission, let's try this. crazy thing here. This is probably a completely terrible idea, but we'll try it. It's just... Oh my god. If this thing works, I will laugh. I am highly doubtful about this, but if this thing works, I will laugh. So when I took a contract in-game, it's one of the conditions. Oh, I lost connection with Kerbal. Okay. Okay. So maybe I need to send a pilot there as well. Well, we will have to volunteer a someone. Um, um, when you talk a contract in game is one of the conditions. Can you read out the whole like contract? I'm not sure what that means right now. Poor Jebediah being dumped into space again. Wonder if this thing can reach. Probably can't, but it's worth a try. To go crazy. Okay. I know my technology is still weak for these flights, and that's why I'm doing them. I gotta push the envelope, man. I gotta do what can't be done. Even with the better antenna, do you think I'll lose connection? These little ones, 500K. The better one was something like, where did I put it? I'm guessing that's mega, so millions. I mean, if this thing can't do it, then I will make a craft with a pilot that will pilot the thing to the orbit of Duna and then fly it back. And if he has to die, then he has to die. Okay, then careful removal of the exterior engines. Oh my god. Careful being the key word here. We are gonna go with a moon slingshot maneuver. Close enough. I've always wanted to watch this moon phase with the highest of speeds. God damn, okay, that was fast. Let's see, we have connection, okay. Yeah, these antennas are not gonna be able to do it at all. If that's my max radius from Kerbal, it's just like the guy said, it won't work. Damn. So I guess we'll trash this idea for now. I think I could do that. I could land the other probe. Oh, did I dump it here? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Why is it showing up for this craft? It's none of my missions. What the hell is it? Oh, these must be some missions in the mission control.
Oh, ah. Aha! Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Aha! Aha!
Alright, well, I think I will call it for today on this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream.